everyone. In today's topic, we are going to discuss minor, cofactor and adjoint of a matrix, square matrix. So what we have discussed till now we have find the procedure how to find the determinant of a square matrix and properties of the determinants. So as we have discussed in the chapter matrix, we can find the inverse of a square matrix. Here also we will find the inverse of a square matrix, but it is with the help of minor and cofactor and adjoint. So let us start. What is minor? So minor of an element Aij of the determinant is the determinant obtained by deleting ith row and jth column. Means in which row and column Aij lies. So let us take the determinant is like this. It is a determinant of a square matrix 3 by 3. Now we want to find the minor of this element. As we know, this element is denoted by A11. So what we will do? We will do M11 equal to determinant. Now delete the ith row and jth column, means first row and first column. What is left now? E, F, H and I. So its minor will be determinant of this, means IE minus HF. This is the minor of the element A1. Like this, the minor Mij will be find out by deleting the ith row and jth column from our given determinant. So this is the determinant. So what is actually minor? Minor is again a determinant. Now we see what is cofactor. Cofactor of an element Aij is denoted by Aij, capital Aij, and this is defined as Aij equal to minus 1 raised to the power I plus j Mij, where Mij is the minor of that element. So what we will do? We will just put a negative sign or a positive sign with the minor, that will become the cofactor. So this is cofactor of any element. Firstly, we have to find minor, then take its sign with the help of I plus j. It will give us cofactor. So let us take a problem. With the help of that we will discuss how we find minor and cofactor. So I am taking a problem here. Let we have a determinant of a square matrix 3 by 3 and it is 2, 3, 7, 1, 6, 5 and 0, 3, 1. This is a determinant of order 3 by 3. Find the, so we have to find the minor and cofactor of the element 2 and 5. This is a determinant of order 3 by 3. So as we discussed, we talk about 2. 2 is the element denoted as A11. It is the element of first row and first column. So firstly I am finding minor for it. M11. M11 will be determinant obtained by deleting first row and first column, that is 6, 5, 3, 1. And this is equal to 6 minus 15, that is equal to minus 0. Now A11 means cofactor of 2. So cofactor of 2 will be minus 1 raised to the power, because I is 1, j is also 1, so we will write here 1 plus 1, M11. So this is minus 1 raised to the power 2 and minus 9. So this is positive 1, so minus 9 is the cofactor of 2. Similarly for 5, so let us take 5. 5 is denoted by which element? A2, 3. Second row, third column. So M2, 3 means minor of 5. This is equal to determinant obtained by deleting second row and third column. So what we left? 2, 3, 0, 3. This equal to 6 minus 0 equal to 6. Means A23 cofactor of 5 is equal to minus 1 raised to the power 2 plus 3 and M23. So this is minus 1 raised to the power 5 into 6. This equal to minus 6. So in this way we can find out the minor and cofactor of all the elements of any determinant. So with the help of minor and cofactor, we have two very important results. The result one, first result says, if we multiply the cofactor of the corresponding elements with the same elements of that row or column, means A11 is multiplied with its corresponding cofactor, A12 multiplied by A12, A13 multiplied by A13, then this gives us the value of its determinant. We may write it with respect to any row or any column. The condition is that the cofactor of same element must be multiplied with that element, and if we add these, then this will give us the value of the determinant. The second result says that if we multiply the cofactors of different elements with the elements of some another row or column, then it will give us 0. Means A21, A11, A22, A12, A23, A13, it will be 0. Not only with the second row, we can take with the third row also. We can also write it A11, A31, A12, A32, A13, A33. Here you are seeing the elements are from first row and the cofactors are for the third row. So their respective addition of multiplication will give you 0. So these are two very important results, and it says that the sigma Aij into Aji is equal to 0. Means element is from different and cofactor is from different. Similarly, here also we can write sigma Aij into Aij is equal to determinant, where I and j is from 1 to n, means order of that square matrix. So these are also two very important results related with the minor and cofactor of any determinant. After understanding minor and cofactor, now we are going to discuss the next part of it, that is adjoint of a matrix. So let us understand what is adjoint. Adjoint of a square matrix. So the adjoint of a square matrix is the matrix obtained by transposing its cofactor matrix. Its cofactor matrix. Let us understand it. Let A is a square matrix. A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. Then first we will find the cofactors of all these elements and we will write them in the form of a cofactor. Then its cofactors will be given like this: A11, A12, A13, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. This is the cofactor matrix. And if we take its transpose, then it will become adjoint of it. How we will get transpose? By interchanging its rows and columns. Means adjoint of A for this square matrix will be A11, A12, A13. What we did? फर्स्ट रो को फर्स्ट कॉलम बना दिया, सेकंड रो को सेकंड कॉलम बना दें, A21, A22, A23, A31, A32, A33. So this is the adjoint of this square matrix. So firstly we have to find cofactors matrix, then we will get its transpose, it will give us the adjoint. Now we have a trick for finding the adjoint of a 2 by 2 square matrix. 2 by 2 square matrix. Adjoint of a square matrix of order 2. Let us take, this is the square matrix A11, A12, A21, A22, and we want to find its adjoint. So adjoint of A will be, firstly interchange the diagonal elements. And then change the sign of diagonal elements. So directly the adjoint of A can be written for it A22, A1. Here minus A12 minus A2. This is the adjoint A for square matrix 2. For example, if the square matrix is like this 1, 2, 3, 4, then directly we can write its adjoint A as 4, 1 minus 2 minus 3. This is the adjoint A. But be very careful, this is only for order 2. Now we will take a very important result related to the adjoint. This is the theorem. Let we have any square matrix A. So if A is any square matrix of order n and I is the identity matrix of same order, then we have A into adjoint A equal to adjoint of A into A equal to determinant of A into A into adjoint A, or adjoint of A into A, it will give us determinant of A into I, where I is the identity matrix of same order just like A. So this is the result based on the adjoint of any square matrix. It will be applicable for all square matrix. Let us see some more results on it. Before we see the next result, let us understand what is singular matrix. Singular matrix. Let A be any square matrix such that determinant of A is equal to 0. Then A is called singular matrix. Means such matrices whose determinant is 0, those are known as singular matrix. Now, non-singular matrix. If determinant of A is not equal to 0, then A is non-singular matrix. Non-singular matrix. So let us take the next result, that is based on the adjoints. So the theorem 2, it says determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. Determinant of AB is equal to determinant of A into determinant of B. The determinant of product of two matrices A and B of same order is equal to the product of their determinants. This is the result. Also, we have if A and B are non-singular square matrix of same order, then AB and BA is also non-singular. Of same order as A and B. What does this theorem say? If we have A and B to square matrix, their order is same and these are non-singular, means their determinant is not equal to 0. If we get their multiply AB or BA, then it will be also of same order and it will be non-singular, means its determinant will not be 0. So next, result we have determinant of adjoint of A is equal to determinant of A की power n minus. Determinant of adjoint A is equal to determinant of A raised to the power n minus 1. This is the next result. And now a very important theorem is coming. its proof is also very important. So we are taking the theorem. Next is theorem 4. Let us understand theorem 4. It says that a square matrix A is inversible if and only if A is non-singular. If and only if A is non-singular matrix. मीन्स ऐसी मैट्रिक्स जिसका इन्वर्स एग्जिस्ट करेगा उसको नॉन सिंगुलर होना होगा. अगर कोई नॉन सिंगुलर स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स है तो स्क्वायर उसका इन्वर्स एग्जिस्ट करेगा, अदरवाइज इन्वर्स एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगा. तो देखते हैं कि अगर ए का इन्वर्स एग्जिस्ट करना है तो उसको नॉन सिंगुलर होना पड़ेगा. तो इस थ्योरम को हम प्रूव करते हैं. जैसा कि ये बोलती है इफ एंड ओनली इफ नेसेसरी एंड सफिशिएंट दोनों पार्ट हैं, तो हम इसको दोनों तरीके से लेके चलेंगे. एक बार हम लेके चलेंगे कि ए इन्वर्सिबल है तो प्रूव करेंगे कि ए नॉन सिंगुलर है. दूसरी बार लेके चलेंगे ए नॉन सिंगुलर है तो प्रूव करेंगे ए इन्वर्सिबल मैट्रिक्स है. तो इन्वर्सिबल मैट्रिक्स को एक बार जरा देख लेते हैं. हमने मैट्रिक्स में पढ़ा है कि इन्वर्सिबल मैट्रिक्स कौन सी होती है. सपोज ए कोई मैट्रिक्स है और उसी के सेम ऑर्डर की हम कोई दूसरी मैट्रिक्स अगर फाइंड कर सकें सच दैट देयर प्रोडक्ट इज आई, देन ए इज इन्वर्सिबल. इफ वी हैव ए बी इक्वल टू बी ए इज इक्वल टू आई, देन वी से ए इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू बी एंड बी इनवर्स इज इक्वल टू. यह हम मैट्रिक्स में पढ़ चुके हैं. तो इसी का एप्लीकेशन यहां पे हम करेंगे, उसकी हेल्प से हम इसको प्रूव. तो पहले हम लेके चलते हैं लेट ए इज इनवर्सिबल. लेट ए इज इनवर्सिबल मैट्रिक्स ऑफ ऑर्डर एन. अब बिकॉज ये ऑर्डर एन की इन्वर्सिबल मैट्रिक्स है तो यहां हमको ये फाइंड करना है कि जो ए है वो नॉन सिंगुलर है. ए नॉन सिंगुलर है. देन let we have another matrix B of same order as A such that AB is equal to I. इस अभी हमने डिस्कस किया कि अगर ये इन्वर्सिबल है तो हमारे पास उसी ऑर्डर की एक और दूसरी मैट्रिक्स मिलेगी जिससे कि उनका प्रोडक्ट आई हो जाए. तो ए बी इज इक्वल टू आई. सो लेट अस टेक द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑन बोथ साइड्स. ऑपरेटिंग द डिटर्मिनेंट ऑन बोथ साइड्स. सो डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए बी इज इक्वल टू डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ आई. दिस implies with the help of theorem we just proved determinant of A into determinant of B is equal to 1. Because the determinant of any identity matrix is 1. So what we get from here, the product of the determinants of A and B is equal to 1. Means अगर दोनों की प्रोडक्ट जीरो नहीं है तो दोनों में से कोई भी जीरो नहीं होगा. मीन्स हम यहां से कह सकते हैं दिस इंप्लाइज डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, क्योंकि अगर दोनों में कोई एक भी 0 हो गया तो प्रोडक्ट 1 नहीं आ सकता। सो डिटर्मिनेंट ऑफ ए इज नॉट इक्वल टू 0, तो ये क्या देता है? सो ए इज नॉन सिंगुलर स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स। इज नॉन सिंगुलर स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स। तो फर्स्ट पार्ट हमने किया, अभी इसी की हेल्प से हम इसका सेकेंड पार्ट और प्रूफ करते हैं, तो कंप्लीट प्रूफ होगा। सो लेट अस टेक कन्वर्स ऑफ इट। कन्वर्स में क्या लेके चलेंगे? ए एक नॉन सिंगुलर स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स है और प्रूफ क्या करेंगे कि ए इनवर्सिबल है। तो लेट ए इज एनी नॉन सिंगुलर स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स of order n, of order n. We have, with the help of result, we have just seen a into adjoint of a is equal to adjoint of a adjoint of a into a equal to determinant of a into a. Because a is not equal to 0, we have just taken a is non-singular. Because a is not equal to 0, so dividing by determinant of a. So what we will get from here? We get it a into adjoint of a upon determinant of a equal to adjoint of a upon determinant of a into a equal to I. Equal to I. A क्या है? एक मैट्रिक्स है। एडजॉइंट ए क्या है? एक मैट्रिक्स है। डिटर्मिनेंट ए क्या आएगा? एक स्केलर आएगा। इसी मैट्रिक्स को किसी स्केलर से डिवाइड करेंगे, ओवरऑल क्या है? मैट्रिक्स है। ए भी मैट्रिक्स है।